Stadium in New Jersey. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Jones and the New York Giants taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Steeler offense set to go to work, and once again at the helm, their longtime starter, that's Ben Roethlisberger.
And for Ben Roethlisberger, there are a lot of question marks coming into this year because he missed nearly all 2019 with an elbow injury. And if he were younger, maybe not as many questions. But he turned 38 back in March, and now the Pittsburgh Steelers expect to see the old Ben Roethlisberger, who's thrown for over 56,000 yards in his career, leading their team.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
The pickup brings up second.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Eric Ebron.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 46. Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Brings up second.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up on a second and 4 now from the 40-yard line. We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down, Steelers.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Roethlisberger connecting with James Washington. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's James Washington who finishes things with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The former number 6 overall pick in 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick at number 6 overall. But I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket, but when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it, and he's an ascending quarterback. 24 touchdown passes as a rookie.
Jones now throwing on first down. He completes it to Tate. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
2-yard line.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's Jones on 1st down. Incomplete.
Jones.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Jones on 1st and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Darius Slayton, incomplete. Joe Hayden on the coverage.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year from 2018, it's Saquon Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Jones. Room to run past midfield. Finds his tight end Ingram. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jones throwing on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 4-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time a 9-play drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Kareth White on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
So Big Ben and the Steelers now down 10-7, a little under a minute 50 remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to Connor on the check down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
50
Roethlisberger to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
Back to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Ballantyne to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. Oh, Connor loses it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
It doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Brings up
just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to you.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. T.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. This game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal's from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.